A major New York Yankees signing could be incoming as the Yankees have been predicted to sign Alex Bregman away from their rivals, the Houston Astros, and this all predicates on what happens with Juan Soto and whether Hal Steinbrenner is willing to pay Soto, or if the Yankees are going to have to go out there, find some other free agents, or maybe pay more people than we think, and we're going to break this all down. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Yankees Digest. It's Chris here. And real quick, guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out a ton. 17% of people are subscribed to the channel. That number's going down because the views are going up. So if you're a new viewer, make sure to subscribe. We have daily Yankees content. And make sure to comment your thoughts on the video down below. I'll be sure to get back to you. But let's jump into some baseball talk because the New York Yankees have been predicted by insider Bob Nightengale to sign rival Alex Bregman. Now, this is wild, and it would be absolutely insane to see Bregman in pinstripes. It would frankly be weird at first, considering the man in his own right is kind of the face of the Astros, or at least one of the faces, along with a few other guys who are also stars. But with Bregman hitting free agency, and though he is likely to return to Houston, he's going to be entertaining offers, and he's going to get a lot of offers. Now, the Astros are still a team that are dangerous. I mean, Jose Altuve is still a solid enough player, and Yordan Alvarez is one of the best hitters in all of baseball and just one of the best players in the MLB. So there's a lot of reason to believe that Bregman would be right to stick around in Houston for a while longer, especially because he, first overall pick by them, has played his entire career there. Astros love him. It is hard to imagine him leaving, but money talks, and we could see a world that Alex Bregman moves on, specifically to the New York Yankees, as Bob Nightengale predicted that would happen. Now, Nightengale said that Bregman has always loved the spotlight, dreamed of playing on the big stage, and what's bigger than New York, specifically the Yankees? He'll have both New York teams bidding for him, but the Yankees will ultimately be the winner. Now, those are very strong words from Nightengale to believe that Bregman, a guy who's been nothing short of phenomenal for the Houston Astros, would be willing to leave. I always point the wrong way. I can't do it, guys. You know, I'm trying to point to the screen. Like, can I not do left and right or so? Whatever. Look, Alex Bregman is someone who the Yankees are probably going to really go hard for, specifically if they lose out on Juan Soto. But that is dependent on them losing out on Juan Soto. Now, I do think the Yankees are going to find a way to re-sign Juan. I think the Yankees understand the importance of bringing Juan Soto back to the team and the importance that Juan Soto will have for the next 15 years for the New York Yankees. Now, he could leave. There's teams such as the Blue Jays, the Red Sox, the Mets, who are all interested, and I broke this down on a video yesterday. You can feel free to go watch. It'll be on the channel. I'll put the link in the description down below. But look, Bregman could certainly go to the New York Yankees, especially if they lose Soto, because they'll make some panic money moves. And it's been noted that Bregman is willing to move to second base, according to his agent Scott Boras, who, yes, is Juan Soto's agent also. Now, if Bregman's willing to move to second base, that's all fine and dandy, but he would not move to second base for the New York Yankees. The Yankees would go ahead and move Jazz Chisholm to second base and have Alex Bregman be their full-time third baseman. I mean, it gives you an elite infield for sure. Anthony Volpe has shown that he's been a phenomenal fielder. You still need to solve first base, but obviously it's the least important fielding position. So you have an elite fielding second baseman in Jazz Chisholm. You have an elite fielding third baseman in Alex Bregman, both of whom can bat 6 or 7 in the lineup, an excellent 6-7 guys. Anthony Volpe somewhere around that area too would be phenomenal. The Yankees are going to have to find a way to replace a leadoff hitter because Gleyber Torres is most likely going to leave the Yankees regardless. And obviously, if they brought in Bregman, there's no doubt that Torres would be leaving the Yankees. So they would have to find a new leadoff hitter. Could be Jason Dominguez. I wouldn't be shocked if they go with Dominguez first. But we're going to see what they do there. Honestly, could also be Jazz Chisholm. But probably not, because you're not going to go lefty, lefty, righty, righty with that. Well, I guess Wells could bat fourth, and then Stanton 5, so you go lefty, lefty, righty, lefty, righty. Then you're piling a lot of righties into the back of that lineup, though. The Yankees will figure it out. However, here's the deal, guys. You go out there and you go bring in Alex Bregman. Your team's fielding is going to get better, but if you do it at the expense of losing Juan Soto, and that's most likely not going to happen. I really do think the Yankees are going to stick around and keep Juan Soto, but it's not exactly clear. I mean, there's always a world where Hal Steinbrenner decides to not pay what other teams are paying for Juan Soto. I mean, we all know that Steinbrenner has been pretty adamant that the type of payroll they have now is not sustainable in the long-term future. It's not that he doesn't have the money to pay out. He absolutely has all the money in the world to pay out. It's that he doesn't want to spend the money. He didn't make the money. It's not his. Comes from his family, and he doesn't want to lose it. He likes living in money. He grew up silver spoon, and he's not ever going to risk anything that could affect his incredibly rich billionaire lifestyle. That's never going to happen. Many owners feel this way, and Hal Steinbrenner, especially someone who had nothing to do with his financial success or his dad's financial success off the Yankees. Hal's never had any of that, so there's no way that he's going to go out there and be willing to lose that precious money that he has, frankly, no idea how to make. But also when Hal's back is to the wall, we have seen the man come through for the team, so I'm not just going to completely trash him because, I mean, with Judge, he came through. With Soto, there's a world he comes through. And he'll give Brian Cashman the chance to have a really good offseason. I mean, Cashman had a great offseason last time around. I mean, the Yankees went from a team that was 82-80 to a team that made the World Series and, frankly, had Tim Hill came in Game 1 and had Aaron Judge caught that ball. There's such a world where the Yankees were winning the World Series this year that you have to trust that Brian Cashman has been doing a better job in recent years than he was in prior years, and maybe that's because Hal's loosened up. Maybe now Hal Steinbrenner understands the importance of actually paying teams and trying to make the Yankees who the Yankees are. But at the end of the day, guys, if you ask me, it all predicates on this man and what he is going to do. The New York Yankees would not make a move for Alex Bregman until they're 100% certain on where Juan Soto is going. And if Juan Soto decides that he's going to go back to the New York Yankees, the Yankees are probably going to be like, yeah, we're just going to spend money on a way cheaper second baseman and solve that problem because we have Juan Soto back. That's what matters. We can only pay so much money. And that's fair. I mean, in fairness to Steinbrenner, you're not going to go out there and give him multiple massive contracts. And you have to imagine Bregman's going to get somewhere around $26 million per year over the next 6 years. He's 30 years old now. He knows it's his time to cash in. The thing is, Bregman has not been the same player that he was in the first bit of his career where he looked like he was a surefire future Hall of Famer. His hitting numbers have gone down. I mean, he doesn't have the world's greatest stats, but it's also been mentioned by Buster Only that the Phillies are also interested in him and that his swing translates to the park and that there's strong defense and lots of postseason scar tissue, so going to the Phillies could help. And here's the thing, we're seeing that there's a real market for Bregman, so even though he's started to struggle a little bit and his numbers went down, we've seen teams go for him to the point where you have to imagine, okay, acquiring Alex Bregman would be really hard for the New York Yankees. You're going to get into a bidding war, and the only way the Yankees are going to be willing to win that bidding war is if they lose Juan Soto. Now, last season, Bregman had 26 home runs, got 79 runs, 75 RBIs. Man had an OPS of 768, so it is above average, and his OPS plus was 118, and that's above the average of 100. But his career numbers are better. We've seen this was a down season for Alex Bregman. Now, he's a Gold Glover. He's a Silver Slugger. He won the All-Star Game MVP, which, I mean, means effectively the same amount as if I could, flip one of those, do one of those water bottle flips from 2016 or whatever. Who cares? But it is a thing that happened. He gives you good third base playing. He could also play second base, but he would be a third baseman on most teams. You have to imagine he's a two-time All-Star. He's nowhere near the player who Juan Soto is, and he's a good consolation prize if the Yankees want to go out, get Bregman, go get an elite closer. They have been interested in a lot of relief pitchers, and then go out there and also sign a Corbin Burns, a Max Fried, a Blake Snell, someone like that to give yourself an insane starting pitching rotation, then maybe use some other pitchers as trade chips to go out there and get other talent. There's ways around losing Juan Soto where the Yankees can get back to the World Series, but they have to make a lot of big moves, some money moves, and one of them probably would be acquiring Alex Bregman. Maybe also going out there and getting Santander would help. The Yankees, if they don't get Juan Soto, they have to essentially do the Moneyball strategy of, all right, well, Juan Soto gave us this. We have to start adding up OPSs essentially and see what works out. And we all know the Moneyball strategy has never actually worked. No team's ever won playing Moneyball, but this is, again, it's not like, okay, well, this is better than Juan Soto, the thought process in Moneyball. It's, okay, all of this, we can add it up to make it the same value that Juan Soto did overall, because instead of paying him a ton of money, we'll will pay other guys what sort of equals Soto's money, so a little bit better than the Moneyball show. You guys, if you're watching this channel, you probably watched Moneyball. It's the greatest movie of all time. And also, if you haven't, what the hell are you doing watching Yankees Digest and not watching Moneyball, dude? I'll be real. This is my YouTube channel. I make money through this. This is how I work as I make sports YouTube videos. But turn this off and go watch Moneyball if you haven't. Look, here's the thing, guys. Acquiring Alex Bregman would be fun. It'd be cool. I'd love to see the Astros upset. But at the same time, you only do this if you lose Juan Soto. There is no other reason for Brian Cashman to make this move unless the Yankees lose their absolute superstar and the guy who will be the future best player on the New York Yankees as long as they can keep him around. But guys, I do want to know what y'all think because obviously this is just a crazy situation in total. Thinking about this free agency, it's going to be nuts, and we're going to break everything down for you. So make sure to subscribe to Yankees Digest. Like this video, turn on post notifications. Let me know what you think down below. Have a great day, guys, and go Yankees.